to kissing blokes. My worst nightmare. But
I swear I'm alive, I cannot remember, and I'm telling you now, I'm as straight as a ruler. You probably won't know that, but I am. I am.
Towards the end of the holiday, Joe faced a very different test of his masculinity when his mate Chi-Chi got punched in the face at a club.
Yeah, I went to the toilet, and I was with someone. I was with one of the lads. We came back up, and next thing I know, I'd just been hit in the face. I drank that much, I couldn't feel it. I was saying, oh yeah, where are we going next? And this, and obviously it's, nah, come on, look at yourself.
tell who the fuck was it, Liam? Come in with me now. I swear on my fucking life, come in.
I probably was a bit more aggressive than I normally would be, but I think that didn't help that I had as much alcohol as I did.
I'm so fucking mad, seriously, I went fucking running around. Every person that ready to take a shot, I went fucking up to him.
The fact that someone had just basically ended our night like that, it just really upset me, and that's why I was so mad. I know that Chi would never start a fight, never get in a fight. None of us really would.
Eventually, Joe found Chi-Chi at the medical centre, where he was calmed down.
The last thing I want is for you to go out and find a fight. Have a good night, forget about me, I'm fine.
Chi-Chi spent the rest of the night in the hospital, and consequently missed out on the last party of the holiday.
Happy birthday, dear bitch!
It was Bitch's 19th birthday at a local bar, and it started with blindfolded drinking games.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit kinky.
Because the bar staff did a lot of drinking games for us anyway, we just thought it was another one of them. Like, we thought we were going to get like a shot of chili or something dodgy.
Yeah. But in reality, it was the perfect cover for the parents to hijack the party and reveal what they had been up to.
3, 2, 1, drink!
As we were just about to take off our blindfolds, my mum said,
Joey!
So I took it off, and I was so close from jumping in the pool, I just was like, get me out of here, quick.
I was shocked at his reaction at the reveal when we were there, because I thought he would come to me.
I just didn't know what to do, because I didn't expect it. That's the thing, I did not, by that stage, I did not in a million years think they'd be there.
We have been watching you the whole week.
Yeah, we've been down the strip, in the nightclub, haven't we?
I know they saw us up to what we were up to. I try not to think about it.
Matt, we drank and the things that we did. If my mum and dad saw that, they
my-
would
if my
not be
parents were
impressed.
What about your sun cream?
What about it? I've used it every day, Mum.
You haven't?
I have,
I know you haven't. I think since we've got back from the holiday, I respect his privacy more. I perhaps don't ask him so many questions. I just feel that he's really going into a man's world now rather than my 18-year-old baby.
Having a look at the whole situation now, I think I am glad that they went out and actually saw what I actually get up to on a good night out. They understood how close we actually are as a group and how actually decent lads that everyone is. But also, they've got to trust me just over what I do when I go out and stuff. They've just got to understand what I do when I go out. Get drunk.
18-year-old Rob Watson and his 3 mates from West Cumbria hit dance club capital Ibiza. Party mecca for over 500,000 young Brits every summer.
Morning.
Back in Blighty, ex-head boy Rob was used to having his mummy take care of him.
Oh, you're so tired, dear me.
He got more than tired living it up for the first time away from mum.
On holiday, I was just loving it without my parents, like, oh, let's go for it and let's really do everything. But interestingly enough, if I'd known my parents were there, I don't think I'd have acted too differently.
And from Burnley, 18-year-old trainee builder Holly Hutton. She swapped her overalls for something more revealing when she and her 2 friends went on the holiday of a lifetime.
Being yourself in Ibiza, spreading your wings, is the best feeling in the world. Looking back, I'd never do anything differently. Although I would slow down on my drinks a little bit, but I had a brilliant time at the end of the day.
Both kids had no idea that those middle-aged, party-pooping parents were hot on their heels.
Nice to meet you. He was about to head off to university, and I was thinking, well, this holiday's a good chance for him to show us that he can manage by himself, because up to then I'd done everything for him.
Yeah, I did.
Holly's mum, Vicky, had different concerns.
I didn't want to see her stripping, stripping off naked like some girls do and some boys do there, and throwing herself here, there and everywhere.
On the way to the hotel, they caught a glimpse of their only child, Rob.
Dead ahead. Dead ahead.
It was a close shave.
Robert looked right at the window.
Did he look?
Yeah, he looked right at it.
How do you feel seeing that now?
It's weird. I thought he's going to see us, and we'd only just arrived. It felt a little bit sneaky as well.
It felt very sneaky indeed, but I felt sneaky. I didn't feel guilty though, because I knew it was only a good cause, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
The next day, they got to see what their kids had been up to. At home, Mum knew Holly as the tomboy who showed no interest in having a boyfriend.
One thing I did find out, you know, she's a lot more into boys than I ever thought she were.
I was definitely surprised I snogged that many, especially with the camera crew being there and everything.
Oh my God! Who's it?
It's not about taking some guy back to your hotel or anything like that. It's not slaggish, it's just girls having a good time without anyone telling you no.
Rob's idea of a good time was a little less tongue-in-cheek.
Looking back at that bungee jump, I like to think my parents would have been proud of me for overcoming my fear. I've always had that thing of just go out there and do it, and they've always supported me for that.
So you fancy going this then, do you?
I don't like heights, so...
You don't like heights? We're off to a good start then, didn't we?
And his parents had a ringside view.
It looks a bit apprehensive
He looks a bit worried about it, actually. Yeah.
I'm not going to kid you, I'm shitting myself. There's actually a bit of poo coming out right now.
To see him doing something that made him slightly nervous just confirmed that he was perhaps still a little lad, you know. He wasn't quite as confident as he thought he was.
I feel embarrassed that I made such a big deal in that. But I also feel a bit proud that I did it. Because, Jesus, you do not know how I felt when I did that. If you're scared of heights and you go and do that, there's something wrong with you, I think. Because I was close to having a heart attack, I reckon.
Oh, my
God. It does look fun. What am I saying?
Oh, it's now. Bigger things on me out.
Rob and Holly had come to Ibiza to party hard, and the Judge Jules night at Super Club Eden was high up on their list. But not before the oldies had checked it out for themselves.
I've never ever been in a place like it in my life. I mean, we live in West Cumbria, and...
we don't have places like that.
With the danger sounded like me dad. That's not music.
The parents secretly stashed themselves upstairs.
In Eden, when I went in, whoa, check out them dancing girls. My tongue goes out to me waist, like... Because I have a thing for little sexy, like, little skimpy outfits, and that was something else, man. I had to get a quick watch on that.
Enjoying himself, I think. Spying on Robert, it was quite fun, really. I mean, I'll never get over the fact boys dancing together, you know.
That's what happens now.
I know, that's a normal thing, apparently.
Now I feel I can go down and have a dance with him, I really could.
But I mean, it's weird knowing that she was there watching me, and it's kind of perverted in a way, isn't it?
But when Holly arrived, her mum's first impressions had nothing to do with dancing.
Oh, she's drunk already. She's wrecked.
When I'm in Burnley, she always sees a sensible side to me, and I will go to the pub, I'll get a little bit drunk, but I never get as drunk as I do on holiday. I thought Mum saw a different side of me on Ibiza. I think she saw the fun side to me, and I can go out and I can look after myself really well.
I'm really pleased to see her doing the things she should be doing at 18, because I never did that at 18 through having kids, so I was happy to see her doing it.
You'd think Holly and Rob would be safe at sea aboard a party boat, but oh no, their parents were once again not too far away.
I can see Robert surrounded by a big crowd of girls. Well, that's it, really. I can't see him anymore now. He's been surrounded by birds. That's my boy.
That is typical of my dad. My dad is me in 30 years. That's my boy. Oh, Jesus, no. If he was my age, I'm pretty sure he'd be doing that.
To be honest, when I was Rob's age, I was still sort of playing with toy cars and a train set sort of thing. I was just pleased he was a bit more confident than me. You know, it was just nice to see Robert being a confident lad who could get on socially with everybody, and I think that's a great start in life to be able to do that.
She's there out in front of all, look! I'm all excited!
Knowing that my mum was 10 metres away from me, it's absolutely gobsmacking, especially for me not to hear her, because she has got a gob on sticks.
Oh my word! She's smooching! She's loving it! I just see her having a good time. Just like a boy at home, like a man.
I am a bit of a tomboy at home. I won't sit there for hours in the mirror staring at myself getting ready. And when I was on holiday, I dressed totally different. I dressed like a woman.
Since she come back from Ibiza, she has gone a bit more girly. She does straighten her hair and does try a little bit more now. So I think that could be with being with her friends, you know, for 7 days.
Every great holiday has to come to an end. And what a better way to celebrate the last night for Rob and his mates than in a strip club. Oh yeah, and also his parents.
Good God. Can you do that?
I'll try.
It's like every little boy's dream. For 18 years of my life, I've went to sleep thinking, a stripper. And it was this gorgeous Italian. I was like, I was made for this spot. I was made for that joint.
As Mum and Dad made their move, so did the stripper.
And I thought, hang on, this isn't going to happen to you again, Rob. Ignore the camera. And I was just focusing. There's an Italian on your groin. Go for it, you know. What the...
But knowing Robert, I didn't think there would be bad reactions. I just didn't want him to be embarrassed about the situation. But he wasn't. He was Robert.
Easy, girl.
No problem. That's my baby.
Sort of looked a bit surprised when he saw us at first, then he carried on, you know. I'm enjoying myself, why not? I think he was annoyed when you dragged him off the stage, actually.
You've seen enough.
And I was like, all right, Mum, how are you doing? Like, putting my belt back. Because I thought you were in Rome, and she's like, gotcha!
The holidays helped me to let him go. The start of the process was actually at the end of the holiday, when I realised he had grown up.
I've learned a lot from the holiday, which I think has actually prepared me for university. Had a time of my life, didn't embarrass myself too much. Had a great holiday.
And Rob wasn't the only one to be gotcha'd.
This is a fucking drama.
Quietly nursing a hangover, Holly and her mates were surprised to see Vicky and Debbie.
My heart absolutely sank. I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to do. All I could do was scream.
We've seen everything. Everything, Holly Hutton. You better get us a chair. Piss off!
I'm glad she was there. It was a lofty end of holiday. It's something you'll never forget.
What are you doing on my holiday? Get up!
The most positive thing to come out of it is, I know she's a good girl, and I'm very, very proud of her. It's confirmed all my thoughts that I thought of her. We are that little bit closer now, so it's good.
It definitely makes me feel closer to my mum, because I didn't feel like I missed her until she actually turned up, and I thought, well, I am close to my mum because I did actually miss her.
18-year-old James Warren from Loughborough is a very shy only child.
That's some spending money. Obviously you'll need that.